Hello and welcome to the Giphy EdTech Demo Level Up team. This is a quick overview of what's available within the team and a look at the Level Up assignments. Once you have signed into our tenancy, you should be taken straight to the EdTech Demo Level Up team. Depending on which group you've been assigned to, the name at the end may be different. In this example, we're looking at the Annapurna group. So hopefully this interface is familiar to those of you who've used Teams before. In the left-hand panel, we have the channels, and we can easily flick between these just by clicking on them. In this main section, you will see posts. If a particular post is long, you can click the See More option to expand. It's possible to reply to any of the posts in any channel, and you can start a new conversation in any channel except for the general channel, which we kept solely for announcements. So let's have a look at these channels in more detail. Starting with support and social. This is the channel where you can ask any questions of the team, request support, or just introduce yourself. Next up, we have Level Up Silver. If you note, along the top of the channel, we have different tabs. Depending on your screen size, you'll probably have an option to see more. Simply click the drop-down arrow, and additional tabs can be opened from here. And here we have PDF instructions on how to submit your Level Up evidence. We also have a link to a really informative sway. But one issue with this is that unfortunately it doesn't actually open within the team. So to get around this, all we have to do is click on the little globe icon up at the top, and that will take us to the Sway website. And this Sway has some great information on EdTech tools, as well as embedded videos, and links to some of the sites or the EdTech tools that you might like to explore as part of your Silver Level Up. Again, in the Channels panel, we've got information about the Microsoft Innovative Educator program. We highly recommend that you look into this if you're not already involved. If you use Office 365 at your organization, it's a great way to validate what you do with the tools. And as before, you can find additional information just by clicking on the tabs at the top. And finally, in the Channels section, we have the Access for All, which links to our Accessibility Level Up. This is designed to raise awareness of accessibility tools within Office 365 and Windows 10. Again, further information can be found in the posts and in the tabs at the top. So if we look to the top left, you can see that we have the assignment section, and within here we have the 3 assignments that you've been added to. So there's Access for All, there's Level Up Silver, and Submit Your MIE Microsoft Educator Center training transcript. It's up to you what order you approach these in, but most tend to go for the MIE Silver Level Up route, followed by Access for All. You can view these assignments simply by clicking on them. From here, you get all the instructions that you need in order to complete the assignment. You can also view a rubric at the top right to see how we'll be grading you, and all of the resources that you may need are at the bottom of the page. And right at the bottom, we have the class notebook, which is set up for you to submit your evidence. The thing to consider is that you demonstrate how you've used the tools, not just talk about them. You need to reflect on how this has affected your teaching and learning, and moving forward, how you will continue to use the tool. So it's a great way to capture and evidence your progress, and you can easily insert supporting files, screenshots, or recordings into the notebook. You also have the option to work in the class notebook. Simply click the navigation icon to open up the sections. The main area you need to look in is the content library. In here we have the level up criteria if you'd like to see a little bit more about what each program involves. There are helpful tips in the Help with Content section. For example, the Gathering Evidence section, which has advice on performing a print screen. There's also a section for the assignments if you want to reference those again, they're in here. And at the bottom, you'll see your name. We've just got a test student in here. So just click on your name to expand this section and to access your assignments. So just as we saw before, this is where we evidence our learning, and we can provide screenshots, etc. We can also do a Flipgrid video. Instructions are all in there as well, and this applies either way you do things. There is a little note down here just telling you about turning in your assignment once it's finished. And this is the important bit. So if we go over to the assignments section up here, and then we open the assignment, we need to go over to the top right where it says turn in, and just make sure once we've completed everything that we hit that turn in button. So I hope that's been helpful. Don't forget, you've got the support on the social channel. If you have any questions, just go into there and hit the new conversation button and send us a message, and we'll get back to you ASAP. Thanks for watching.